YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Flex, and put your muscles up, cause we back with another video. So in today's video, man, we're gonna be reacting to the top 10 most dangerous football fans. So let's go ahead and cut out all the chit chat, grab your headphones, turn the volume up, get that full experience. Let's get into the video, let's watch it, let's go.
Hello and welcome to Euro Football Daily, where today we're looking at some of the scariest, toughest, and most violent football fans in the world.
Who in the world?
Dynamo Dresden. Despite spending time in Germany's second and third tiers, they still regularly draw audiences of 27,000 people, more than 10,000 more than the average attendance of the English Championship. Dresden fans manage to maintain a wide range of rivalries, with Berliner Dynamo a particular enemy, along with the clubs of nearby city Leipzig. And in 2016, this local hatred reared its head again, as Dynamo faced off against Red Bull Leipzig in the German Cup. With Red Bull already unpopular for their huge spending and corporate sponsorship, Dresden fans made their feelings clear when they threw the severed head of a cow onto the pitch. And to cap the insult, Dresden won the game on penalties. 9. Zenit St. Petersburg. Football at its best can bring people together, but in Russia there remains a huge racism problem, with Zenit St. Petersburg a particularly vile example. The club's ultras have repeatedly called for an all-white team, claiming that the side's foreign and black players undermine its traditional identity. Zenit thugs have even made monkey noises at black players during games, and in 2012 a group of supporters sent an open letter to the club, again criticising the team's diversity and calling gay players unworthy of our great city.
Whoa.
French midfielder Jon Wisla.
Whoa. I hope you guys don't support teams like this. I mean, you guys do what you guys do, you know what I mean? But I just hope that the people that watch my videos aren't like that. You know what I mean?
Turned down a move to Zenit after receiving death threats from fans, and the disgusting behaviour doesn't end with racism, as in 2012 a Dynamo Moscow player was injured after the crowd pelted him with firecrackers. 8 and 7, Boca Juniors and River Plate. Numbers 8 and 7 are two great rivals of Argentinian football, Boca Juniors and River Plate. Like many clubs, these two have hooligan organisations among their fans called Barra Bravas. Violence has long been a part of football in Argentina, with a Vélez Sarsfield fan murdered by police back in 1958, seemingly at the command of River fans. And these ultras, called the Drunks of the Stands, have also been known to ambush fans of other teams, once attacking a bus of Newell's Old Boys supporters in 2003 and killing 2.
Oh,
the rivalry between the two Buenos Aires clubs is the fiercest in the country, with one of football's worst tragedies occurring in 1968 when a fight broke out during a match. In a rush for the exits, 71 people were crushed to death. And lessons have not been learned, as in 2002 a Super Classico between the clubs had to be abandoned after fans were shot. In 2011, when River was shockingly relegated from the top flight, an enormous riot ensued, with more than 2,000 police deployed as fans looted shops, set cars alight, and hospitalized more than 50 people. They say,
yo, listen, I'm all for the games. I'm all for, you know, the rooting, the cheering, the chanting. But when you start really trying to cause like real bodily harm, that's when I kind of just like, you know, just kind of fade into the background, you know, and eventually just disappear altogether.
Football is a religion in South America, but sometimes it seems more like a war. 6. Galatasaray. The sign said "Welcome to Hell" when Manchester United touched down in Istanbul back in 1993, and Galatasaray fans were true to their word. The match was bookended by mayhem on the streets, and the police were complicit too, beating many innocent fans and throwing more than 150 in jail, as well as hitting Eric Cantona in the head with a truncheon. Subsequent matchups between Gala and English opposition saw renewed hostilities, as 2 Leeds fans were stabbed to death in Turkey back in 2000. Afterwards, some fans called the killers patriots, while the Gala players refused to wear black armbands. And before the UEFA Cup final against Arsenal that very year, Copenhagen was overrun by supporters on the rampage, with English hooligans and Turkish fans going toe-to-toe. In the end, Gala supporters raised the Turkish flag in the city square, and 4 people were stabbed. 5. Dinamo Zagreb. What is it about sides called Dinamo? This time it's Croatian side Zagreb, whose notorious firm, the Bad Blue Boys, have used their team's rivalry with Hajduk Split as an excuse for some appalling behaviour over the years. Known as the Eternal Derby, the fixture is hard fought, and fans have their own contest off the pitch, with footage emerging of street battles involving baseball bats, chains and iron bars. But Dinamo's darkest chapter came in 1990 during a game against Red Star Belgrade. Croatia's move towards independence from Yugoslavia had heightened ethnic tensions, and Red Star fans chanted "Zagreb is Serbian" as they attacked Dinamo supporters with knives and
Oh my
chairs.
gosh.
Even the players got involved, the great Zvonimir Boban becoming a Croatian icon when he kicked a policeman who was fighting a Dinamo fan. 4. Lazio. Lazio has long been associated with fascism and racism, and it hasn't been helped by famous Laziali like Paolo Di Canio, who infamously made a fascist salute at the Stadio Olimpico and publicly praised former Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. Clubs with historically left-wing fan bases like Livorno and Roma have been the target of particular abuse. In the late 90s, banners were displayed with insults to black players and Holocaust taunts aimed at Jewish supporters.
Wow.
In 2012, that anti-Semitism went further still, as Tottenham fans were stabbed by neo-Nazi thugs in the run-up to a Europa League fixture.
It's really crazy to see, like, every video we watch, like, you know, as far as like soccer related videos, we learn a little bit more about what it's like as a soccer hooligan, like the beliefs, the practices, and it's really crazy to see how each firm like really does things very differently and believes different stuff, and will really like cause you harm for supporting a different soccer team, even though I know it's more than just a game. But at the end of the day, it's soccer, man. Like, come on. It's
While the
crazy.
club has been
People are dying.
infiltrated by right-wing extremists, the problems are not limited to a few bad apples. As recently as 2015, Lazio fans made monkey noises at Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, and Napoli's ultras responded by wearing masks of the player's face to show solidarity with their star defender. 3. Wisla Krakow. The supporters of Polish outfit Wisla Krakow have waged what they call a holy war.
Okay. I have a question. So, like, why not just like wear his jersey? You know what I mean? Like write signs, you know, saying we're in support of this player, put his number on it, you know what I mean? His name, saying hooray, this guy. Why take pictures and wear his face? I don't know. That one right there is a little bit beyond me. That one kind of gets I don't know. That one, I'm not understanding that thought process. I don't know.
Against local rivals KS Cracovia for 110 years now. The long history of violence in Poland earned Krakow the nickname the City of Knives, and infamously Parma's Dino Baggio was hit in the head by a blade thrown from the crowd back in 1993. Altercations between the Krakow clubs started as far back as the 1940s, when the football field became a battleground, and in recent years matters have worsened, with 8 people murdered in football-related street fights between 2004 and 2006. However, the rivalry did see one period of ceasefire, when police brutality in 1990 prompted the two sets of fans to put aside their differences and fight a common enemy. The Soviet embassy was vandalized, and football fans ruled the city for just a few hours. 2. Ferencváros. The club of all-time greats like Laszlo Kubala and Sándor Kocsis, Hungary's Ferencváros have seen their reputation decline since the golden age of the 1950s, when Hungary dominated club and international football. In the modern era, Ferencváros thugs have fought Millwall fans and were forced to play a game in Malta behind closed doors after crowd trouble. Even the club's players are not safe, with the end of the 2002-2003 season seeing several games played in an empty stadium after supporters tried to attack their own team. Racism is common among the club's hardcore factions, and Ferencváros have repeatedly been fined for chants and projectiles directed at players. Meanwhile, their rivalry with Újpest has led to police intervention and the use of tear gas on multiple occasions. 1. Al Masry. Located in Port Said, a major port city in Egypt, Al Masry is one of the country's most popular teams, and competes with Cairo side Al Ahly for the Egyptian Premier League title most years. Al Masry's hooligan firm, the Ultra Green Eagles, became notorious after their rivalry with Al Ahly led to one of the worst stadium disasters of all time. After a 3-1 home victory over Al Ahly in 2012, a riot broke out and Al Masry supporters came from all over the city to attack the visitors. They were armed with knives, swords, bottles and fireworks, and 74 people were killed. 72 of them Al Ahly fans. More than 500 were injured and 73 were arrested afterwards, with 11 sentenced to death for their part in the events. The Al Ahly manager and players testified later that they had watched fans die in the changing room, and the Premier League was cancelled for 2 seasons. It's thought that the government may have even played a part in starting the riot, due to the involvement of Al Ahly's fan groups in liberal political protests. So those were our top 10 most dangerous fans in football, but who did we miss out? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out last week's video. That was on 10 players who never quite fulfilled their potential. And as ever, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yo, I'm all in support for this until people start dying, you know what I mean? That's when I start, backtracking. But I know it's not every team. There's only 10 dangerous football teams, you know what I mean? But now I know what teams to support and what teams not to support, you know what I mean? And again, this is an old video and I'm sure things have changed, but at the same time, you guys' soccer traditions have been traditions for a very long time, and I don't think, you guys are going to be changing anytime soon, you know what I mean? Now I have another question. Now, with everything going on in the world, how do you think this is going to impact the soccer world or the soccer hooligan world? Let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course, smash that big red button. Until next time, y'all. Peace in Ukraine. You guys are in my prayers. Everybody that's directly or indirectly impacted by this war, you guys are in my prayers. Please be safe. Peace and not war. Put your muscles up. I'm out of here. Peace.